Should unmute myself. Hi guys, welcome. How is everybody doing today? Welcome, welcome, welcome. So glad to have you here. Hello, Miss Myrna. Hey, Joni. Hello, Miss Smiley. How you doing? Hey, Dewana. Hello, Zeta. Joni, how's it going? Hi, guys. Make sure you tell us where you're from and which company you're with. We are super, super excited to have you here today. I am I got a lot on my heart today. Super excited to talk to you about team building and hopefully give you some really good ideas to kind of help with mindset, approach, all sorts of things. This necklace isn't sitting where I want it to sit. I'm going to move it up a little bit. All right. How's everybody doing? All right. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This hair, I think I'm like almost like, if it gets much longer and just part down the middle, look like Cher, but I'm past Halloween. Hello, Jackie. Hello, Miss Charlene. So say hi when you jump on. Tell us where you're from, which company you are with. Miss Melissa, hello. Anita, how was your trip? Oh my gosh, I saw your big fish. That was amazing. How fun is that? Kat, how you doing? Tony, how you doing? Hello. Beth, we got doTERRA in the house. I love it. Hey, Mama Dawn, how you doing, sweet lady? Hello, Miss Brenda, Nicole, Jennifer, Stacy. Welcome all y'all. So make sure you click on the link. It's a pinned comment to get the goodies. Sometimes when you comment Queen at work, sometimes it doesn't. So click on the link. That works awesome. Okay. We've got a November goal setting sheet, really fun November images to keep your engagement high. We got all sorts of fun stuff for you today. All right. So make sure you get those. And then will you please help us start a revolution? You know you're not the only one that needs these skills. So whether you have friends in the direct sales industry that are with other companies, or you've got sisters, brothers in your company that you work with, please help us spread the love and get that out there. Hello, so glad you're here from Houston. Hello, Miss Diva Butterfly. Awesome. We're starting to get more people. So this is live both on Facebook and on YouTube. Did y'all know that? You can go watch all sorts of recordings on YouTube and on Facebook. Kind of fun. Miss Nicole. It was amazing, Anita. I'm so glad to hear that. Jackie, hello. All right. Got your goodies, Joni. I'm so glad. Kelly. So glad to see you, sweet lady. Hello, hello. Hello, Robin. Hello, Janelle. How we doing? Kristen, how we doing? Awesome. Hello. We got Suzanne, how we doing? Thank you for helping to start a revolution. I appreciate that greatly. Miss Jennifer Louise, how y'all doing? Oh, thank you so much for helping to spread the love. You guys are awesome. Hello from California, Miss Tiffany. We're in the same time zone. I know, we're the ones that are saying good morning. Everybody else is having lunch. Miss Alva, hello. Donnelly, hello. Is it Khaki Joe? Am I saying that right? Hello, hello, hello. Ooh, got some Iowa in the house. Awesome. Montreal, hello, welcome. Love it, love it, love it. Oh, I love how Facebook just takes us far and wide. I think that's just like so much fun. Okay, I just got to ask, how many of you, okay, what Christmas thing have you like ventured into? Music? Have you put up decorations? Have you started shopping? Are you like, heck no, not till after Thanksgiving? Okay. So where are you at? Like, okay, I admit, like the day after Halloween, I did put on a little Christmas music. I was listening to it this morning. But man, you know, with what's going on in the world, and we all have our hard and what's going on in the world. Like it's not just the stuff in the world. And it just like, it was just good for the spirit this morning. It was just really good for the spirit. Hello, Miss Joyce. Not yet. Not doing anything yet, Donnelly. All righty. Shopping. Have you started shopping? Myrna started shopping. Heck no, Nicole says. No. You're so cute. You're listening to Christmas music. Who's your favorite, Louise? I was listening to, started with a little Michael Bublé. Then I moved on to Josh Groban. Listened to some classics. My daughters, no kidding, they're so cute. My 19-year-old and 11-year-old, they're the best of friends. They're the sweetest girls. And they love Frank Sinatra, Christmas. Love, like old stuff, which is so fun because it is great music. Beth's doing a little shopping. Awesome, Zeta. Got a plan for after Thanksgiving. You're thinking decor this weekend? I seriously, if I could get a tree, I would pop one up. But we get live trees and it would never last. Roberta, you're the best. Thank you for tagging some of your girls. You're awesome, my friend. Thank you. Yes, Black Friday deals are dropping. We're going to have some Black Friday recruiting training deals today. Who wants some Black Friday deals today, y'all? Yeah, let's comment black. I love it. Kelly's got some Christmas music going on. You're half done with shopping. Nice. Hello, Kimberly in Houston. Getting busy making sales for the holiday. That's right, Miss Suzanne. I love it. Nothing till the day after Thanksgiving. You're so cute. It's a late Thanksgiving this year, though. You love Christmas year round, put you in a good mood. I know. I was talking to somebody, was it yesterday? Yeah, I think it was yesterday. And she was like, oh, yeah. She's like, I've had the Hallmark channel on. She's like, I even record them, so I watch them later during the year. And I'm like, but aren't they a little cheesy? She's like, no. You know what? Everybody falls in love and they're nice and it's so much more positive than what's going on in the world right now, even if it's cheesy. So I loved it. Heck, Michelle put up a tree, never replace it in a month. If I could buy one, if I knew where to buy one right now that was fresh, I totally would. That's a good idea. Decorate it twice. Oh, thank you. Is that pop? Okay. So who has this necklace? It came in a lot of colors and I hadn't worn it and I'd had it for a long time. And I tried to put it on, but this thing like doesn't go around my neck. I guess I have a thick neck and I was like, anyway, so I had to get a little extender to put it on. But do you see what I'm saying? Like it kind of cuts your, I don't know how you're supposed to wear that thing. I tried to like stretch it, but it didn't bend. So does it look all right? I had to like do a little adjusting. Oh, Canada, Thanksgiving already started, so you can shop away. I love it. After this year, we deserve to do whatever we want. I totally agree. And Christmas is positive. Whether you call it the holidays or Christmas or Hanukkah or whatever you celebrate, I hope you just make some good memories with your family. You have it, Charlene? Is my neck just really wide? Does it like, where do you wear it? I was like, dude, where does this thing go? A lot of people add extenders. That makes me feel so much better, Kimberly, because when I went to put it on, I'm like, this is not working. I was like, oh man. Well, thank you, Zeta. I appreciate that. Hello, Washington. Ron, I'm so glad to see you, girl. How you doing, lady? She's my friend from Washington. She just lives up the road. Okay, about an hour and a half, but it's up my road. Hello. Oh, thank you guys. You guys are so sweet. Thank you, Miss Leanne. Yeah, I know it came in a bunch of colors, right, Antonia? I'm trying to remember if I have it in any other colors, but I hadn't worn this one. Like, I think this was the first one that came out, and it's been sitting in my jewelry box for a long time. You wear extenders? Man, y'all make me feel so much better. 2020, no rules, right? It doesn't fit you either, Anita. With the extender, I'm like, okay, I think I'm pulling it off. But it was like, I'm like, oh, I don't know how you're supposed to wear this thing. Kind of funny. I always joke when I run the world. Thank you, Fran Marie. Okay, let's talk about, oh, thank you, Joe. I appreciate that. Thank you. You've done that as well. I love it. Okay, so let's get talking about recruiting. And there's two things on my heart this morning. Those wear the red and I force it. How do you force it, Roberta? Do you like, I could not get this thing to bend at all or extend. Is that what you mean? Hello, Chris. How you doing? You love it at that length? Oh, good, Nicole. Like I wasn't sure. Okay. But it was cute and I hadn't worn it and I went with the shirt. So I like to change things up. I really, really like variety. Okay. This thing, when I look at what I'm looking at, it's the opposite of a mirror, so I get all messed up. Okay. All right. Let's rock and roll. Okay. I know, long time no see. I totally miss you, lady. Oh, man. Y'all got to go follow Ron Watkins. She does doTERRA, and she has been through, she's a woman with no excuses, and she's been through heck and back. She's an amazing example of faith to me. Love that lady. You always all have your stories. I love your stories. Oh, thank you, Sharon. Okay. Thanks, Sandy. You guys are so sweet. Hi, Miss Nikki. All right. Oh, thank you, Antonia. Okay. So I could read your comments all day. I just want to sit and like have a, like, let's just chat and have a girls' day, but I probably should teach you something. Okay. So let's talk about recruiting and team building. And there's two things that are seriously like weighing heavy on my heart that I just feel like are so, so, so important that you need to know and understand. And so this is so important to me that you really understand the big picture of anything with business. Okay. Here's the thing. I don't know how many of you have felt this. It's there's a shift, okay? There's learning about business skills and trying to do them. And then there's a shift in your mind where you go, I am going to do the things that create success, okay? There's a huge difference between, I'm going to try these things I've heard. And there's, I'm going to do whatever it takes to be successful. Okay. And that is a switch. And it's not that you do a lot different, but what you choose to do, you become very particular about. Okay. And so I really want to give you some solid ideas on how to do this well. Okay. And how to flip that switch. So I want to tell you, I want you to tell me, blah, blah, blah. Have you flipped the switch? Have you heard about the switch? Or are you like, oh, I might need to flip a switch. Okay, so I need to flip a switch, need thinking, or I have flipped a switch. Comment below where you're at, okay? Or maybe it's half flipped. Maybe you're like, I'm doing a few things better, but there's a few more things I need to do, okay? So I want to talk about that flip. Now, if you would all help me out, click on that share button, share this out, put it on your timeline, put it in groups where there's other direct sellers with your team members, upline, sidelines, okay? So many people need to hear this, okay? Because I'm telling you, you're only going to recruit, you're only going to build a team if you can attract people. And we attract people when we have confidence, when we have game plans, when we have like, okay. And I know that feeling of when you flip that switch, and I want to help you flip some switches today. Okay. Half flipped. Yeah. Totally need to. I love it. Half flipped, starting to, need to. Okay. Need to. Good morning. How you doing? And so I just so badly want to help you just get to that point where you dig deep and you can totally accomplish anything you want to accomplish. All right. Because it really, it feels so good when you get to that spot. Okay. All right. So let's talk about one of the things that I tell people all the time is that I cannot out-train your fear. Let me take these off. Got a lot of glare this morning. I cannot out-train your fear. All right. So you need to really stop and think about your thinking. All right. So let me tell you a little bit when I was trying to build teams. So I'm not, if you don't know, I'm not with a direct sales company anymore. This is my full-time gig. I'm not someone that can have like 16 different things going on. So this is all I do with regards to a business. And then I've got Royanna's help. Everybody say hi to the brilliant Royanna. Okay. So this is my gig. But when I've been with 3 different direct sales companies and grown really big teams and earned the awards and trips and whatnot. Okay. So I remember when I had a trainer that was helping me with my mindset and the goals I wanted to accomplish. And the first thing I needed to do was put down goals. And I remember, like, how many of you have tried to put down goals and felt like kind of crippled or kind of, like frozen or, just stuck? There's different words for it. Comment stuck if you've ever gone to set your goals and you're like, I can't quite get them put down. And if you get yourself calm enough that you can hear the words that you're saying to yourself, you'll start to reveal your fears. Okay. And what I found out was, I was like, wow, okay, I am terrified that if I get a big team, I'm not going to know what to do with them. I'm not going to know how to train them. I'm not going to know how to help them. I'm terrified that I'll set these goals, and I wanted my second and third line to, when I was doing this, I wanted my second and third lines to grow, that they won't grow, that we won't get the word out, that they won't want to recruit. I can't put a gun to their head. And so these were some things that were going on in my brain and making me really stuck and making it so the switch wouldn't flip. Okay. And so this is what was going on. And so you've got to get quiet. You got to get quiet with yourself and hear the words you're saying to yourself, because you know you like don't feel quite right. You know that you're nervous about it. You know you don't quite have the belief you need to, but sometimes you're not quite conscious of the wording that you're saying to yourself. All right. And so when I slowed down and I like noticed what my thoughts were, then that's when the inspiration can come. All right. And the first thing that came up was, if I bless you with a big team, I'll bless you with how to take care of them, with how to train them, with how to support them. I was like, okay. And so that was the first thing that came on my heart when I got real about what I was saying to myself. Okay. And then as I set my goals and I started seeing that, okay, when I say attract, what I believe is when you put your goals out there, then the universe, God, whatever you believe, big picture, that then those people who have the goals to have their own business, to have an extra source of income, to get out of debt, whatever it is, like everyone has a little bit different focus when they came in, that then you find each other. Okay. It's like this magnetic pull that starts to help you find each other. All right. Now, does that mean you don't have to work? Heck no. You work like crazy. Okay. That's part of like increasing the magnetism of your magnet. Okay. But the first thing is, you aren't going to get anything you don't believe you'll get. Let me say that one more time. You're not going to get anything that you don't believe you'll get. And I was having a hard time believing, one, it was okay to get it. Two, I could get it. And if I did get it, I would keep it. Okay. And I totally understand if those thoughts are creeping up in your head. Okay. I understand. But the cool thing is when you start to understand that about yourself, then you're going to be able to help your team too. And it starts to multiply and you start to have this momentum. Okay. So the first thing you need to do is get real with yourself. Okay. So can y'all feel that? How many of you could relate to any of the phrases that I was saying? Do you have those thoughts come up in your head? But what if I can't get it? What if I do get it? Then what will I do with it? Okay. Is that hindering your growth? Okay. So just comment relate if you kind of can feel where I'm coming from there. All right. Does that make sense? All right. So, all right. You guys are awesome. Also, there's a link. Make sure you clicked on the pin link, and that will help you get the goodies if it doesn't work when you comment Queen. Okay. You can relate, Zeta. Awesome. Wonderful. You guys relate to all three things. Okay, good. So there is so much hope though. You can choose. Now, I believe with every ounce of my heart that we choose. We choose our mindset. Gosh dang it. I can't get this to. There we go. So we choose our fears. We choose our beliefs. We choose even mourning, even anger, even happiness. We can choose those things. Now, is it easy to choose? No. I'm not going to say that. I'm going to be like, oh, just get over it. No, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying, but you can make the choice. All right. And so that's where I want you to, if you have a piece of paper, like if you get a clean piece of paper, I want you to get it out. And I want you to write down a couple things that are hard to believe. Okay. And this is going to be a paper you're going to look at and you're going to come back to every time you start to get worried, every time stinking thinking comes up, every time that person you think is going to sign up doesn't, and you're like, dang it. Okay. Because it's not going to go perfectly smooth, but it's still going to go. Okay. It's okay that it doesn't go perfectly. What's important is that it still goes, it moves, it happens. Okay. It's just part of the process. And so I want you to put down number one. Okay. I believe I have a successful business. Okay, I want you to write that down. I believe I have a successful business. No, will have. You currently have. You have a successful business right now. Do you need to maybe change it up? Maybe. Okay. Do you need to kind of tweak some things? Possibly. But I want you, I have a successful business. Okay. Want you to put that down. All right. Now, the other thing that's important is to understand sometimes you're not quite where you want to be yet. And sometimes you don't feel completely authentic sharing with people what they could have. So there's been something that's been on my heart and something I've been working at myself. When you have a hard time believing you can have success, and it can be with anything, it could be financial success, weight loss, relationships, maybe spiritual mindset, all sorts of things. I personally have found that it does so much good for my heart and soul when I read the success stories of others. Okay, read, listen, could be a movie, could be a book, could be a podcast, however you like to get your inspiration in. Okay. I've been trying to have better eating habits. This is not my easy thing. And it's not just that it's hard or easy. It's just not part of my habits, and it's hard to create habits. All right. But as I read success stories and find tips from other people, that helps me to stay on track. Okay. When you're not quite where you need to be, you need to make sure you are connecting, reading, listening. Your company always has lots of success stories. You have someone above you somewhere that has success stories. There are stories, you can read stories about Mary Kay Ash if you want, founders of companies. There's lots of books on her. There are so many people that have had success. And that's the thing. You've seen it. You know that it's possible. You know that it's out there. What you don't know is, can I do it? Can I do it? But when you read their stories, what you're going to find is you're going to find how many challenges they faced, how challenging it was. And so the challenging thing you're dealing with, you're going to be like, okay, wait a minute, I can do this. Okay, wait a minute. Oh, look at what she did. I could do that. Oh, look what he faced. Okay, I can do this. You need to immerse yourself regularly in success stories. Okay? This is so important to your business, to your life, to anything that you are trying to improve in. Okay? If you're trying to improve, I love to crochet. If I just want to get better at my crocheting skills, I go find a Facebook group and see what tips they have and ask questions there. Okay. There is always someone who has done what you want to do. Well, most of the time. Okay. Or something similar to it. You can always get inspiration off of other people until you get there. Okay. Now, I'm going to talk a little bit about how we recruit and the approach we take. And so it's not to get those stories to tell the other person, because we want to focus on them and what they want in their life, but it's to keep you moving when you don't want to, when you're tired, when you would rather watch Netflix, when there's something else you'd rather do. It's to help you keep going when that doubt is starting to sneak up. Okay. So where do you get your inspiration? I want to know, what books do you love? What podcasts do you love? Who's somebody on your team that inspires you? Where do you get your inspiration? Okay. Love it, Roberta. You guys are awesome. So I'm just going to show you. I've been walking this week, and I needed something that kind of get my head in the game. Now, of course, I have my daily more like spiritual study, and whatever your book of choices that with your religion, you always should make sure you make time for that. Is something I believe. But then I like people that have applied some of that stuff. And this is a book that was really inspirational to me. It's called The Last Lecture. So you can tell I read books with my ears, not with my eyes. Okay. So this is called The Last Lecture by Randy Pausch. Sorry, there's a bit of glare there. Let's see if I can get that to focus. Last Lecture by Randy Pausch. If you haven't heard this story, he's a man that was dying of pancreatic cancer, and he had 3 small children, ages like 5, 3, and a year and a half, and he wanted to leave this both for his children, and he was a college professor, and part of his legacy. And he talks about fulfilling childhood dreams. And so it's not just about, some of the books I listened to are so much more about business goals. This was more about life goals. And something that's been on my heart is also just a little more balance in life with, family stuff, personal goals, and business goals. And this just put me in a better mindset. Okay. Helped me think about the big picture, gave me some ideas. And that's my latest. The other one that I started because it finished yesterday was called The Happiness Advantage. It's so funny. The cover is so cheesy, but it is so good. And it has a ton of studies from colleges and universities and Harvard. And I'm surprised the cover is not a little more serious than that, because it's tons of studies anyway about truly being happy. But y'all, your mindset will always do so much more for your business than anything else. Okay. Find ways to keep your head in the game. That will help you flip the switch. Hey, Lanisha, how you doing? Hey, Martha, long time no see. How you doing? Hey, Kat. Hey, Star. You and you too. Oh, thank you, Jennifer. What a sweet compliment. I know, right? The Last Lecture is amazing. I totally agree with you. I love that your team motivates you, Kim. That is awesome. I love it. Successful women think differently by Valerie Burton. Ooh, I gotta look that one up. Thank you, Nat. Someone send me that. Thank you so much for tagging your friend. You're awesome. Okay. So that's the first thing. Okay. Deliberately make efforts weekly, if not daily, on your mindset. So if your mindset has started to change just a little bit, I want you to hit the love button. Hit that love button. Show me some love. Because the next thing we're going to talk about is approach. And I hope to really give you some good advice here that's going to help you with your sales, recruiting, all areas of your business. But the approach we take when we're talking to people makes such a huge difference. And I'm excited to share some ideas. But hit that love button, okay? Now, a couple other affirmations for you to write down is I attract new team members on regularly, easily, and regularly. That's a lot of adverbs. I attract new team members easily and regularly. Okay. And attract. All right. I find team members that are hustlers, that work hard, and we get along great. Okay. My team grows exponentially. Now, why do I say that? How many of you, I'm a math nerd. Okay. What is the great thing about exponentially? Okay, I love exponents. Okay, why? Because it's not 2 times 2. Okay, it's not 2 plus 2 plus 2. It's 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. What happens when you do that? Okay, what's the rule about getting 1 penny and having it double every day? Right, 30 days you have $1 million. So you have 2, you and yourself. You and 1 team member's recruiting. You each recruit somebody. Then you're up to 4. You each recruit somebody. You're up to 8. 8. There we go. You each recruit somebody. You're up to 16. You each recruit somebody. You're up to 32. Okay. Y'all. Okay. Recruiting, unlike sales, you only have so many hours. It's really, really hard to increase sales exponentially. But your team, okay, this is what's so great about a team. Okay. You can exponentially grow your team sales. You can exponentially grow your team size. So I want you to think, okay, exponentially, that 2 to the 2 power, 2 to the 4 power, 2 to, okay, that number grows so fast. So I want you to put, my team grows exponentially. All right. Now, excuse me. One other thing about a graph when you're growing something, and that's exponentially. Okay. We always want this graph to look like this nice, steady kind of 90 degree incline. You know, we just want this like grew, got bigger, bigger, bigger. Okay, let me tell you. So 2 to 4, 4 to 8. Okay, the little growth at the beginning, it's not like this. It's not this exact 90 degrees. It's a slope. It goes like this. So it's like really, really slow, and it kind of goes up and it goes shoom. That's exponential growth. So you got to remember that. It's slow and steady, slow and steady. So it is the tortoise hair of this. And then all of a sudden, boom, it explodes. And you have to understand that, okay? You have to stay consistent if you're ever going to get that exponential thing to happen. Because when you take time off and you kind of start that graph over again, you just are always down here versus getting to that point where you can finally shoot up. Okay. So focus on consistency. Focus on not taking big chunks of time off. It's okay if you do a little less now and then get right back to it, but don't leave big chunks of time. Okay. I love it, Velma. Nice job. Okay. So I want everybody to comment. My team grows exponentially. Okay. Yes, I love it, Susan. Woo! Okay. Isn't exponential it's such a great word. I love it. Okay. All right. Now let's talk about approach. Okay. So here's the thing. Sometimes I need to tell you something that you may have heard, may have done, and I have a different thought for you. And sometimes it can like sneak up as a, ooh, I did something wrong. Okay. I want everybody to do this. Okay. And then I want you to comment. When I know better, I do better. Okay. Put that down. When I know better, I do better. Because something that I tell you, you might go, geez, why was I doing it that way? And you'll be like, oh, there's a better way. But I just want you to be excited that you know a better way. I don't want anybody to have waste any time on, ooh, that probably didn't work great. Okay. We're going to be super efficient here. All right. I love it. My team grows exponentially. Good job, girls. Okay. So here's the thing. No matter what type of relationship that you have with someone, you're reaching out because you do sales with them. You're reaching out because there's been a little hint of they might be interested in the business opportunity. People that are already on your team that you need to follow up with. Hostesses that you need to connect with. Even family members. I mean, people that you need to have a conversation with. All right. This is so important to understand. There's a way to reach out to people that works 1,000 times better than when you go right for what I call go for the kill. Okay. So we're going to talk about a thing called an initial touch. And I've kind of vowed to myself that we're going to talk about this a lot more in my webinars, because I feel like the thing that I want to get you all more brave about is how to message and connect. Okay. Connect to people well, and it not being spammy or, you're just not feeling yucky, like a yucky salesperson. Okay. So I really, 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 really want to help you with this. Roberta, I love it. Look at the emojis. That looks so official. Print that off. Put that in bold big. Okay. All right. So your initial touch is so important to your business. Okay. So this is what you're going to do. First thing, you're going to use their name. You're going to talk about something you remember about them. And if you need to go look at their Facebook or Instagram or whatever, wherever they spend their social media time, go look at what they've been doing. And you're going to say, hey, Susie, oh my gosh, I love your new haircut. Who cut it for you? Or Susie, oh my gosh, your kids' pictures at Halloween were so cute. What kind of things did you do as a family? You're going to say something you know about her. And then you're going, her name, something you know about her, and then a question directly connected to that thing you said. Not how you doing, how are ya, how's it going? None of those questions work. They just know that that's a multi-word hello in our culture. Okay. And so you're going to focus on that, their name and this approach. Here's the thing. So many of you are being taught business phrases to message people, and you do that, and then people don't respond back. And my heart breaks for you because I know how hard you're working. I know that people need you. I know that you really want to help people. But the first thing you message them is a business message. They don't reply back. And let me tell you why they're not responding back. Most of the time, you're asking them for a date or a commitment or following up on something, and they don't have time, or they didn't have their phone on them, or they don't have time to look in a calendar. And so it's not just, some of them are spammy and not good. There are those. But even just the ones where you're super friendly, when you go for the kill and go for business, we all know how few people respond, right? You know that. And yet that's what people keep telling you to do. And maybe you've even kept doing it. But it's okay. You're brave, or you're trying to learn. But now when you know better, you do better. Okay? The first thing you always have to do is do this initial touch. Okay? Reach out to them first and ask them about something specific on their life. No matter if it's sales or it's follow-up, it doesn't matter what it is. This always works, meaning that people are much more likely to respond. You're much more likely to have that conversation. There's so many things that it's going to go so much better. Okay. So their name, something you know about them, and a question about it. Okay. This is uber important. All right. Hang on one second. Can you guys feel the difference? All right. It makes a huge difference. Okay. All right. So here's the thing I want you all to embrace. There are lots of ways to share the business opportunity. There's lots of ways to follow up on your team members. There's lots of ways to follow up on sales. And all those things, it's not that any of those approaches are super wrong. It's that the first thing that you do is what you've missed out on. Okay. This initial touch, that's why I'm calling it the approach. The approach is what you're missing. Okay. And as soon as you get the approach down and people are more friendly with you and you're like, oh, they'll talk to me, then you move into these other areas. And then the last thing is, so it's the beginning and the ending that you need to understand. Okay. The ending is if they say no, it's how to take a no. All right. And it's simply this: I understand. 2 words. I understand. When someone says absolutely not, there's a difference with a maybe or need to think about it. Even those, I understand. Could we follow up and chat in 2 days? When would you feel like you've had enough time? How much time would you like to think about it? I understand. What you hate is the starting, and what you hate is the end, not knowing if they're going to say yes or no. Okay, would you agree with me? The start and the end, the stuff in the middle, you're excited to share about the business. You're excited to share about the products. You like to talk about, them and learn about them. You have so much to share. But what you don't know how to do is start it. And what you don't know how to do is end it. Now, those that are showing interest, we say, hey, what are your thoughts on getting started? And you find out, and then you see if there's any concerns you need to resolve. Okay. What are your thoughts on getting started? Okay. They're not all going to say no. Okay. We're going to hope a bunch are going to say yes. But what you don't understand are those two things. The start and the end is what's keeping you from moving forward and doing as much messaging as you could. Okay. Can you feel that? Do you understand how important that is? I know that your business can be so different if you will slow it down and just spend a little bit of time getting to know them. One thing that I have to emphasize is this. Some people have said, I can do idle chit chat. I am not telling you to do idle chit chat at all. I am telling you to show true interest in them. If they posted it on Facebook, they care about it. All right. And if you talk about it, you'll make them feel cared about. Talk about what they want to talk about. And the trust raises, and you're much more likely to be able to talk about product, talk about the business opportunity, talk to them about their business because they've already signed up and where they want to go next. This is the thing that you're not being told. And it literally breaks my heart because I know how many of you want to flip that switch. I know how many of you want to take your business to a whole new level. I know how many of you truly, truly care and want to share your opportunity. And yet, because you go right for the business conversation and you don't do this initial touch first, or you're scared of what they're going to say, so you try not to have the conversation at all you got to have is, I understand. And what are your thoughts on getting started? Okay, well, first that. What are your thoughts on getting started? And then if it's no, I understand. If it's yes or maybe, here are 2 ways to get started. Could be 2 dates to have their first party, 2 different kits you have available. But this is the thing, y'all. You can do this. You can overcome the fear so much faster than you realize if you will just learn these pieces, the start and the end. Okay? I know people are telling you what to say in the middle. What you don't understand is this piece. Okay? Can you see that? You agree, Zita, the start and the end? Okay? The start and the end are the hardest parts. You're right. Marissa, yes. Okay. This, excuse me. Excuse me. But did I just make it easier for you? Do you realize there is a duplicatable way to do this? You're on the edge of your seat if you're going to get a yes. That's right. Oh, I'm so glad, Alva. Okay. Connection is what you're describing, Doug. You're so cute. Okay. It takes some practice, Sarah. The biggest thing is to do a lot of messages all at once. Okay. Oh, I'm so glad to hear that. Okay. My friends. Okay. So, that's right. Keywords. I understand. That's right. And then the other thing I would note is after you say that, go back to talking about something you would talk about. The kids, holidays. Don't just look, freeze and act weird. Go back to talking about whatever you would talk about. Okay. All right. Now, let me just give you a couple other tips in between. We have a really great recruiting script, and it all has to do with, so when you're talking to them, you've got them to respond. So you can actually have a business conversation. We want to ask things like, okay, now listen to how different this is. You're being taught to ask, are you interested in signing up with my company? But I want you to change it to this. On a scale of 1 to 5, how interested are you, not in signing up, in information about making some extra money with my company? Okay, put in the company name. When you change it to how interested are you in information, that opens up a bunch of people that have maybe on their heart, but they didn't want to be committed to signing up, but they are curious. Okay. And your recruiting will explode because you slowed down and you asked, okay, on a scale of 1 to 5, how interested are you in information about my business, the business opportunity with name of the company. And after they say the number, I want you always to ask the follow-up question. Tell me more about why you say 3. Why is it a 3? Why is it a 5? Why is it a 2? Don't assume. You're going to be surprised what they say a lot of times. Okay? So let them answer you. And then we have a way to find out what's most important to them. And you don't do quite as much talking. You do questions. They tell you what they want, and you tell them what your business has to offer. Then we use that, what are your thoughts on getting started? And then if they say no, I understand. If they say yes, you say, here's 2 ways to get started, which are better. Okay. This is, thank you, Miss Michelle. I'm so glad you like that. All right. My friends, we have a recruiting program that we want to share with you today. We want to work with you. We want to help you learn even more than just these skills and truly help you take your business to a whole new level. Okay. So let me share with you what that is. And it's on a huge special today. Normally it's $147 and it's only $77 today. All right, so the recruiting program has 30 short videos to help you with your approach, your mindset, wording, questions to ask, and even some tips on getting your new recruits started. It is an amazing program. It's normally $77, $147, but it's $77 today. And we really want to help you with your recruiting. This is a great month to do it. There's so many people that have felt instability with the way the economy's gone and stuff like that, and need this business opportunity. All right, my cute assistant. Everybody say hi to Brianna. All right, she's going to tell you more about the recruiting program, and I will be right back.
Hello, everybody. Happy Friday. Yay, it's so fun. We had this lunch break time together today. So with the Recruiting 101, I don't think Michelle says this very often, but when she was out in the field, like we are out in the field, she had top awards in sponsoring, in recruiting. So that's a very, very big deal. So many of you know with our 101 programs, it is 30 lessons. Generally, it is 30 videos. And then most recently, we also have been adding the type, usually when you get a lesson from us, you've got a little bit of the text and then there's a link to click to actually watch the video. And so we also have gone with almost all of our programs, we've updated them where we have taken all of those messages that you would get via Messenger and put them on a PDF. So you actually have that to refer to and don't have to try and swim upwards in your Messenger inbox from us so much. And remember, when you do get these programs, you will get an initial email purchase. Like if you purchase today, you will get an email. You have access to everything in there right away. And then also make sure that you have agreed to texting from us, because when it's time to get your lessons, hello, everybody, nice to see you. When it's time to get your lessons, we'll send you a text and then you click that link and that's where you'll get the video. But also know that you can watch all 30 videos. You have access to all of them right away with the program. So the Recruiting 101 is going to talk with you about their different motivational styles. We've often referred to the book Get Motivated by Tamara Lowe. And it's a lot of, are they more change the world? Are they more money and titles? Do they prefer to work individually? Do they prefer to work in groups? On the 77, that is half price, Sheila. I will ask that. Um, do they like consistency, or do they like to be more sporadic, every day's a new day kind of different thing? Knowing how your new team members, your future team members, how they live their life, what drum that they beat to, is going to give you a big idea on how you can work with them. And even when you are sharing the opportunity, if you're talking trips, and all they want to do is help everybody feel better and look better and read better, then that is not going to serve them. That is not going to get them excited necessarily about joining your team. So you're going to get the step-by-step all the way through that. You'll also get to come and hang out with me twice during that 30 days for our Question Queen sessions. And just a reminder, hello, just a reminder about the QQ sessions. There is not an agenda. This is a time where you get to come and we go around our virtual classroom, like I call it, and you get to ask a question that's going to help move your business forward at that time. And we just continue to keep going around. And the fun part with the QQs is, even if, say, you are with a different company, I'll never forget when I was selling Usborne Books and More, and I was on a coaching session with Michelle when I was paying her before she's paying me now, actually. And I was able to just tweak a couple of words on a Mary Kay consultant, and it actually worked for me with my book. So that was really great as well. So make sure that you come and attend. I never bought anything from Michelle I didn't show up for. And we've got morning sessions and evening sessions, but that's a time for you to have message those initial touches ahead of time and then show up. And then we can go back and forth and do messaging in real life. I love walking through. We did this even last Monday. I love walking through what that messaging script, we did this with Wendy, she's Pampered Chef, last Monday in class, walking through what that messaging would look like then. And you just change a word or two and it's going to work for all of y'all. So yes. Michelle, there was a question
Love
if we were
it.
going to do a payment on the $77 special or not.
No, because it's half off.
It's half
Like it's
price, yeah.
normally, yeah. So yeah, it's normally
Normally 147.
when you're clicking it, it shows 97. Do you want to double check that our link?
I'm changing it now. I did, yeah. Yep, I'm changing it right now.
So let me tell you, if you clicked it and it said 97, what you have to do is close that down. Sometimes you have to use like a different Internet Explorer. Sometimes it kind of remembers it. But we are changing that for you.
Yep, it's done.
All right. The other thing that if you've never taken any classes, you love Question Queen sessions. That is so awesome, Fran Marie. I'm so glad you do because they are tons of fun. Now, some of you may need to get in front of a few more people to have people to talk to. Some of you are more at that place. So let me tell you about Social Media 101. Actually, go ahead, Rihanna. Tell them about Social Media 101 because you coach this one. She loves this one. We've seen so many people have success with it. Go ahead and I'll pop up the links.
So with the Social Media 101, this is the basics. For those of you that you maybe even have been in direct sales for a while, but have not been with us for a while, we would really recommend that you take this as your first step. And one of the best parts is that you will get 30 days worth of engagement images that are not part of the freebie images that we are giving out, like right now, the Thanksgiving ones that come with the webinar. But it is like the national holidays and such for you to be able to engage with people more. But then also you kind of get a small synopsis of a couple of different programs, but the most important meat of this program is the perfect post, how to post correctly. Always tell me in the comments, what do we talk about every single time in class when I'm looking at your post and I'm like, you didn't invite them to talk to you. What do we need to put at the top of every single post? Okay. And that can be scale of 1 to 10, how many days a week, multiple choice, comment this word. This morning, I did a post myself for my business, and I said, give me a heck yeah if you can see it. And it was a tummy without a cami on, and then a tummy with a cami on. And so it can be, even fun things like that. So it really talks about the perfect post, and then, how to respond to that, a little bit on the messaging, and it's just the foundation for everything, coupled with the building your audience. And the building your audience is it's a 30-day date. It is not anything you can speed along or rush with at all. You really want to read through that script, do that daily process. And even myself, I write down every Monday in my planner, how many friends do I have on my personal profile? And so from last week to this week, now I have 9 more, and it's just a matter of remembering to do it every single day. And I think y'all know that I live by timers. Got a lot of timers that go off reminding me to do things, and that's just part of remembering. It doesn't have to take forever, but it's just part of remembering to do it.
Yeah. And
of course, you need to come to 2 Question Queen sessions.
Yes, and Question Queen sessions are the best. And this is so many of you, and I remember doing this with lots of programs I've taken. I'll do part of it and I'll think I will have it all, and then I'll review it or meet with a coach and realize there are a couple of pieces that I missed, or that could make it, I could get even more results from it. And that is like one of Rihanna's like expertise, is being able to like look at what you've done, okay, and say, okay, this and this is, that you're on, you've on point on that. Here's what we want to add to it to help you with it, make it even better. So we know that you hear these things in our webinars and you think, well, that sounds simple, but there's always these tweaks that can make it even better, that Rihanna is so good at really helping people understand what do you need to do. And that's the thing. It's like that. I love the analogy, planes headed somewhere, and if it's off 2 degrees, what country it ends up in instead of the one it intended to. Sometimes that 2-degree shift that she can help you with will make just an enormous difference. Okay. And we just so badly want people to understand how social media truly works, how algorithms really work, how Facebook really works. We want to help you have a good experience and not waste time and make money with it. And there really are ways to find new customers, to re-engage past customers, to get repeat sales and new sales. And it has to do with, that messaging and that approach. But we first need to get people to comment on your post to then have that. And those are things that we can truly, truly help you with. It really does make a huge difference. All right. Okay. So just to quick repeat, here's the one payment on the social media 101, 147. And here's the 3 payments. And then you also get it's like our tracker, and this helps you track what you need to be doing daily and what we encourage you to do. So like this covers a week. This is growing your this is growing your audience, finding new people, building the relationship, and closing. You need to see there's not just one thing you need to do. It's a process. Just like you see lots of commercials before you buy something, okay? Things with messaging, we have ways to check things off and be more effective there. There's so many different things that you can track in here. You can have a place to keep names of people you need to follow up with. There's a journaling section, all sorts of fun things. But you get this for free when you buy Social Media 101, either at the one payment or the 3 payments. And again, we want to tell you about recruiting because today is our huge Black Friday special on that. Let me get to that. How has the recruiting script helped you with team members you've signed up, Royanna?
Well, the biggest thing is not making it about me, but it's about making it about them and finding out how this may fit into their life. And like I mentioned earlier, not focusing on what I joined for or what I wanted to get out of it, but maybe finding out how this could fit into their life. And so, what was your favorite job and why? If there's one thing you can improve about your current job, what would that be? Because you're just getting answers, and then you can validate what they are saying, use their words and repeating back to them, make sure they feel like they're heard, but then you can respond to them and make a connection with them that way. Because your story is not anybody else's story. Our stories are all our own, and giving them the chance to share what they might be able to get out of it. So that's huge, not just as you say, social vomiting, virtual vomiting, if you're messaging, whatever the case might be.
Right. And, we talked at the beginning of this about flipping your switch. Those of you said, I need to flip my switch. When you choose to learn these skills, choose to tweak what you're doing, this is truly flipping your switch, is because you're making a choice to dig in and learn what you need to do different to be successful. Okay. And you're going to love being on the Question Queen sessions with other gals who are in your similar situation, with all of Royanna's wisdom. You've taken 2 hours to focus on your business. A lot of people use it just as their hours to be accountable to themselves, to actually get stuff done, huh, Royanna? Scheduling your post on social media. It's such good energy, okay? And don't we all need more positive energy right now? Like, they just I'm like, come on, just bring on the good energy. Come on, people, we can do this. Are there some people out there being negative and stinkers in the world? Of course, there's always going to be. We always are going to have opposition, but we can choose what we put out there in the universe. We can choose what we're going to do and who we associate with. Okay, come hang out with some really awesome. Sorry, go for it.
Y'all need to get shirts. You need to get shirts like this.
Yes.
We choose joy.
I love that shirt. Where'd you get that one from? I don't think I've seen that one.
Rachel Hollis.
Oh, that's smart.
That's from the Hollis Co. Yeah. Yep.
That's so cute. I love it. Now, Royanna and I have picked up a couple t-shirts lately. Just had to do with faith and good vibes. And I'm like, yes. There's just not enough. We can always do more. So I love it.
Animal print.
Animal print. Yes. Super cute. Look, Martha's saying hi to you. All right. What questions do y'all have?
Cindy.
Just started the recruiting class this week and it's helping me. Oh, that's awesome to hear. So glad. What part's been most helpful, Cindy? What tweaks have you made? What are your recruiting goals? By the end of the year, you've got about 8 weeks left? How many new people would you love to add to your team by the end of this month? Or excuse me, by the end of the year? See if I can get my thoughts to cooperate. The initial touch. I love that because that's what we talked about today. That initial touch makes a huge difference, doesn't it, Cindy? And it's personable, but it really is duplicatable, isn't it? Even though it's not a copy and paste words, you can teach people their first name, something about them, and a question about that thing. Yeah, I think you do too, Miss Roberta. Yep. There's Miss Nejma. How you doing, lovely lady? You always jumped right into a business, and that's what you're taught to do, Cindy. And so it's when you know better, you do better. So I love that you're admitting, look, I'm doing better because of this. Thank you. At least 12 new team members. Oh my gosh, that would be so exciting, Suzanne. I love that. Brianna is the best. Yes. Melissa, you are so right.
Well, she has to say that. She's on my team.
No, Melissa's honest.
Love you, lady.
Melissa's honest. You'd be happy to add one. Awesome. So get that recruiting script going. Thank you so much. I appreciate that so much, Roberta. Appreciate that so much. Oh, thank you, Cindy. Hearts right back to you, lady. All right. Any questions about these programs? Again, we really want to help you take your business to the next level. We want to help you flip that switch. We want to help you really dig in and make a difference in your year. Need a reboot? You want to promote? I love that, Martha. What do you need to get going on that to make that happen, love? All righty. Okay, so if you have any other questions about programs, go ahead and message in. If you've clicked on Get the Goodies, you can also click on where it says programs. It'll open up those links for you, the different programs that we have to offer. Yes, Melissa, I know you're being honest. Oh, no. Okay. Any of our courses, just so you know, you always have access to all 30 videos. And it's so funny. People are like, how long do I have access to them? I wish I could say I was organized enough to cut that off at a year or something. I'm not. Brianna probably would if she, not that she'd cut it off, but I mean, she's more organized than I am. After you get access to those videos, you have the link to the video library. You can go watch them as many times as you'd like. So you don't miss out on anything. You do have 30 days to take advantage of your Question Queen sessions. So you want to make sure you utilize those. Okay. But the content, the videos, you are welcome to watch those as long as you'd like, as many times as you'd like. Martha, mindset. Oh, I love the honesty. Has this helped your mindset today? Oh, Teresa, I'm so glad you're excited to get started on this. It really, really, really does help. I mean, sneeze, sorry. I know why I'm sneezing from. We've had a ton of rain in the last 24 hours, which is not like us. So, Ryan, you're going to laugh. My husband washed all the windows. It's been forever since they washed, and it's been raining almost ever since on his clean windows.
Oh, poor Neil. Oh, my gosh, poor Neil. Send him out here. Send him out here. Mine need to be done.
I know. And they just, it never rains here. And yeah. Anyway, he goes, as long as the dust doesn't pick up. I'm like, well, don't say that out loud. I'm like, we don't need to do that.
Oh, goodness.
Chris, I'm so glad to hear that. Thank you for saying that. Oh, Kelly. We love Kelly. She is she is one of our, we kind of get to the point, we kind of have ambassadors, not like official ones, but Kelly is always super helpful in our training. She says, I love that we always have access. I've taken them over anytime I have a hiccup in my growth, and it so helps. They're also amazing to have for a refresher. Thank you for saying that, Kelly. Yes, we know that it takes repetition. I've got many of my favorite books, and so many of them I listen to over and over again. Brianna laughs because I'll be like, I listened to this book while I clean my closet, and it's like almost on double speed. She's like, how big a mess is your closet? That's a big book. Anyway, but I do listen to them fast. Oh, Brenda, that's so nice. Who referred you, love? Or do you know? Just found out about you a week ago. Can't wait to finally be able to afford some programs. Awesome. All of our program comes with payment options, Brenda. So let us know how we can help you, because we'd love to help you get into something. So just as a quick reminder, we also have our social media 101 that we really, really recommend to people. Let me pop that up. I just got to get to the right slide. So our social media 101 is 147 or 3 payments of 57. And it's incredibly beneficial. Okay, one other thing, I'll even let Brianna kind of talk on this. We have Black Friday specials that we're going to be offering all month long. Lots of different things. How many different things did we come up with? About 10 different specials? Can't remember what the number was. She'll know.
Was just looking at that picture a moment ago. And I also want to remind you, we need to do our hat drawings.
Let's do our hat drawings.
5, 6,
Martha, for sure. I'll
we
watch
have
the
8.
replay. 8 specials.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I love that, Martha. Thank you for saying that. She loves your t-shirt too. Love it. It's funny because I have my little thing up here. It says Choose Joy too. Oh, you can't see it from where I'm at.
Brenda, so that would be the social media BOGO right there with the building your audience, the absolute first program to take.
Yep. Oh, so she says, I'm not sure. Tell her how you help with business pages and that it's okay. It's not set up perfect yet.
Well, first of all, Facebook is always evolving. So Michelle and I always have something to change and tweak as well. So don't ever feel, badly about that. And if you've got the question when you come to Question Queen, someone else in the class has got the same question as well, but you get to come and share your screen. So I will look at your page and, point out you need to do your story, or you need to do your username, or we need to get your shop button, taken care of. There's different things like that. So, So yeah, we can totally look at that closely, and we've got different specials all the time on the social media BOGO. That program is not going away, Brenda. So don't worry. That is the foundation of what Michelle does. Well, that and goal setting.
Right. Well, and we offer that, but like different specials all the time. So yeah. All right. So let's announce our hat winners, because we love our gals that help us spread the word. So drum roll. Do you want to announce them, Mariana? Because I'm always the one that does the talking. You go ahead.
I never get to do that.
I know.
Our 2 hat winners today, Dewana Smith Farrell and Cindy Myers. So thank you for sharing. Please, you need to be here, say you're here, and message into our page with your mailing address, and let us know if you want to have light denim, dark denim, red, or black. Let me look at my count, Michelle. No, black is gone. Is it white? You have white left?
Probably. I think so.
Red, light denim, dark denim for sure.
Cindy says you've been very helpful with our business page. Martha says, can you be hired out for VA? Nope, because I always have more work to do.
I am maxed out, girlfriend.
I'm like, nope.
I am maxed out. Yeah.
All right, my friends. Okay, you have the most awesome day ever. Everybody, thank you, Rihanna, for hopping on and helping us explain this program. She does that coaching, and I wanted you to feel her energy and know how awesome she is, because, man, she's she knows her stuff, and she knows what to spend time on, because she's extremely good with time. But she's also good about being detail oriented. She just has such a nice balance. So it's awesome. Let us know if you have any questions. You can just message us. If you clicked on the link to get the goodies, you should have be in our messenger, and you can ask us any questions that you have. All right, friends. And if you won the hats, make sure you say I'm here, so that we can get those to you. All right. Okay, my friends, have a good one. Mwah. Have a great week, and we'll see you next week. Bye, y'all.
Bye.
Thank you, Royanna.